Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another cool reading. We hope you guys are well. And yeah, before we begin the reading, if you guys want to get your own psychic reading, I always recommend getting the one with the tarot at the end. Yeah, it's a combination reading, but the tarot is at the end to offer separate or additional unique insight. They're a lot of fun. These are done on the phone. They are accurate. I'm a Silva grad. And I have lots of other really cool readings on there. I have the I Ching reading available, I Ching, and this is to help you with your awareness or your perspective on a situation. Yeah, if you've been thinking about something for a while and you want a broader perspective, but kind of really zoning in and helping you with a wider, an expanded perspective on it, right, is a better way to say it. It can really help you with timing and decisions. Yeah, and so we have the Tree of Life. If you want to see what those are like, I did post one. But yeah, I have a lot of really cool readings available. Go to my website, right? And which is Mystic Gem with a K. Everything is below. MysticGem.com. If you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, that link is below. All right, Capricorn. So in this reading, we have judgment. Now, here is the angel waking up the dead. Yeah, and so, this is judgment in terms of, I believe it's a rebirth because we have the Ace of Cups next to it. And in this deck, they call this pleasure, of course, right? And a major pleasure. He's dipping his cup here he threw his hat in here, it fell in there because he's drunk, right? This is pleasure. But he's dipping his cup into this giant cup of, wine or, champagne. But somebody here is, maybe this is your pleasure, and but I just feel like what I'm trying to say here is this is the Ace of Cups with judgment. I feel like you have a new beginning, but I feel like this is you want this, and I feel like it's going to happen for you. But I also feel like there was a lot of bumps and bruises along the way. Yeah, here's the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles here, also known as the Three of Spades. It can be known as the Three of Wands too. It can, depends. But in the Destiny deck, this is the Three of Wands. This is the Five of Pentacles, however you cut it. And so this is change, and it could be a restlessness. Fives are typically restless, but it is also a lack. Yeah, it is. And so we have To the Sea, and it talks about somebody living in their flow. But that really wanted to be reversed. Yeah, and we have all this manifestation, this co-create card talks about art, but it doesn't have to be art. It's creating your life the way you want it to be. And the owl is sitting there providing the wisdom here. I feel like, but somebody here has been by the book, like conforming, just going along. It's the opposite of this co-create. I believe it is. It's also possible somebody here wants to conform with you. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the case here. Somebody does. Yeah, they do. But this is somebody wants to conform to what you want and create something beautiful. Yeah, that is how I'm looking at that. Because we have it with judgment and the Ace of Cups. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's a different little bit, but but more resonating to how I'm looking at this reading. It's just that here are the challenges, is my point. But I feel like we're going to look at these cards coming into the reading itself, right? And we will find out the tarot cards. Here is the Hermit. I feel like the Hermit is based on Hermes, like a messenger. But this is your own revelation. That's why he's going to the mountain to live there. He doesn't care about his hair, his clothes, or anything. He's just, wearing a robe here, and he's up on the mountain trying to figure his life out in a spiritual way. Like, I can't find the answers unless I step away from society. Maybe somebody's in quietude. They could be, right? But there could be a Virgo here. It could be like that as well. And so let's see what we have, Capricorn, in this reading. And the overall energy for you guys is this for you. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. And this is about frustration. Yeah, this particular Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, and it talks about somebody who needs to do hard work. And I feel like this is probably shadow work. It could be. Or there's a huge change here that needs to happen, and somebody has to step into their kind of creative vibe, and not creating pictures or art so much. It might be, but this is creating your future here. And here's the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is good. You may feel frustrated about this at this time, possibly. This may be the person you're dealing with. And now we have the Devil, and he has these people dressed in this picture. That's funny. And this is jealousy. This talks about somebody who is able to break these chains. Maybe that's why they got dressed, right? They go, oh, we're breaking these chains. We're breaking out of the devil's jail here. But, this card here, I feel like you either want this person to step out of this, because this sits in the challenge or the crossing energy. That is why. Let's have a look here. Let's put these cards down and and see what we have. And today we're using this deck, and we're going to clarify with this deck, because it's different. So let's see what we have here. It's a little bit different. Okay. These don't read in the reverse. No, they do not. 9 of Pentacles sits in the root. Peace of mind and contentment. Okay, this lady is, sometimes she is seen as single, but here, this is like peace of mind, contentment, abundance. Yeah, she has her Venus marking on her dress. Maybe you're feeling a little frustrated and jealous about the situation here. You could have felt here, Capricorn, that maybe it's really hard to create something with somebody because they are really by the book, or they have been by the book. There's something here that is like that has been kind of blocking this. And when we see the 3 of Spades here with the 5 of Diamonds here, yeah, and this to the sea was in the reverse. It talks about somebody who possibly was not going with the flow of life. Like, don't push the river. Right? Pushing the river, not trusting your intuition, trying to, put the little round peg into the square peg. Yeah, it never works. Right? Yeah. It's kind of like hanging around with people who are not your tribe. That doesn't work. No, it doesn't. So let's see what else we have. In the past sits the 3 of Wands. This talks about somebody who was like surveying, like just kind of taking a good look at their life. Can talk about travel. Maybe you have done some travel here. The Hierophant. This is something very official, like a marriage. Could be a company, but somebody here was thinking all about their marriage here, and or possibly their career, or maybe an official situation they were in, some type of conformity, something they were conforming to. Yeah, you could have been thinking about this person. Somebody might be married here, and that's the frustrating part. And they may not have been going with the flow, but they were going by the book. Like, oh, I got to follow these rules. Oh, no, you need to go by your flow, honey. Yeah, you need to go by, don't push the river. No, don't. It never works. Let's see what else we have in this reading. Interesting reading here. And we have the Sun and the Page of Wands. This is travel, the Page of Wands, or movement. And this is the marriage or happiness. You may want somebody to travel to you and marry you. Somebody could be at a distance in this reading. They could be. But I do believe here that you're thinking you want to marry somebody here. I feel like you do. Or you want a marriage type union here. I feel like you were thinking all about this in the past, and it's bothering you over here because both of these cards, this Seven of Pentacles and this, and the Devil's here. I feel like it's troubled you. Let's get a card on that for Capricorn. And we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, you see? But this is saying all is not lost. I feel like you are unsure here about this. You feel like you can save something here, Capricorn, but it looks like you are like in the dark about somebody. It does kind of look like that here. Maybe you want them to be single. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands in this reading. It talks about a lack of not seeing, like things not being clear. In this deck. Wow, here. So your concern here is about somebody who doesn't have enough confidence. About not having enough confidence and moving on. This Eight of Cups here. You could be in a situation here where you just think that maybe this person will never have enough confidence. You look like you're losing hope in a situation here, Capricorn. Like you want to marry this person, you want to be with them, but you're like, I'm not sure I can create with this person or co-create with them. Yeah, there's a lack of confidence in this reading, but it's almost like it just doesn't have to be like that. Yeah, that's how this reading is. Six of Swords in the, like somebody doesn't have to be lacking confidence, but they are conforming to something here, or they were. But in the reading, you are unsure here. You could be thinking in your mind, if this person here doesn't have anything to build on with somebody, like it's done. This could be your other concern. Like, well, what are they sitting there for? They can't make it work with somebody else. And in your environment is the Six of Swords and Temperance. So this Six of Swords, this cracks me up, this Temperance, right? Yeah. But, the picture of, I think it's a man here, but it's funny. So, it's just the art in this deck is funny. But, this is moving to calmer waters. And Temperance here is testing the waters. This is in your environment. It may be money restrictions. I have another card here that can talk about money restrictions. I feel like you are hoping that somebody will have their own peace of mind here in order to move forward, in order to create with you, in order to be in their flow. Somebody in this reading here has not been in their flow, and that is blocking. That is blocking their wishes, their dreams, their movement. The Lover shows up in your hopes. Hoping for this love affair. Somebody could be a friend here. Sometimes this deck can talk about a lover that might be a friend. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And yeah. And that is you. I feel like you are lacking control in this reading, Capricorn. Over somebody who you feel like I can't help this person anymore. Possibly. You might be feeling that. Like I really can't help them. They have to figure it out on their own. It's kind of like that. Here's the Two of Pentacles and the outcome. Money, confusion, juggling two situations or ideas around. This doesn't have to be about money. It doesn't necessarily have to be. This person here, you could be thinking that they're going to stay behind or they're never going to go with their flow because of their money situation. Yeah. Let's get a card on that Two of Pentacles. Juggling two situations. Yeah, you see? There's two situations in this reading. And you want somebody to wake up, go with the flow, and stop pushing the river. That's what you want here. And maybe this is you here. But we have Judgment and the Ace of Cups here. I feel like I feel like this is going to work for you, but you are completely unknowing this. Because this Seven of Pentacles is frustration, and it can be a frustration about not knowing what's going to happen. He's looking at his bush. Like, what's that bush going to, reap? Or what's going to happen? What's the harvest? Two of Pentacles, too, going back and forth. We have somebody who could be confused here. This Nine of Wands talks about somebody who's undecided or somebody who needs to see clearly here. I feel like this is going to work out for you, but you have you're not clear about it at all. The other situation here is that you could be going, we could have something really, really great. But somebody first has to step into their flow to the sea. They have to step into their flow in this reading. And that's how life is in general. That's not, me calling out some new thing, right? Let's get a card. We have Justice. Finding out the truth in the matter. See, this is what you want. Yeah, this is like you want to know here. I feel like your person could be in another situation, and this is why we have the Three of Spades here. Because this reading, you're confused here. I also feel like you feel like, well, it could happen for me. It's completely like, it's a 50-50. This is kind of your mind here. You're wondering, am I going to find out the truth? And you really could. I feel like you are going to find out the truth here. But it's not showing when. No, it's not. Yeah, we're going to end this reading, Capricorn. And for some of you guys, you're really going to end up with this Judgment and this Ace of Cups here. Yeah. And the way somebody was conforming in this reading, probably your person, conforming in this way like, oh, I'm just going along with, I'm following the rules. That confirmation, or conforming, not confirmation, conformation, and I'm not sure if there's a word like that, but I think there is. But that conforming rather, is going to turn into the type of conforming where I'm going by the flow. Now this is the right conforming, going with the spirit of the universe, my higher self and my higher. If that happens here, somebody will move into their new life here, and you will have Judgment and the Ace of Cups. This is definitely a free will thing. Yeah, this is like, well, if somebody takes their free will here, if somebody steps into there and utilizes their free will, it's going to change everything. It's going to change two people's lives into a joyful, beautiful situation. This is completely based on free will in this reading. Yeah. And that's why we have the Hermit here. Because somebody here is maybe going to be alone here, or not, going up the mountain here, but somebody here is trying to, in their spiritual space, trying to find the answers, I believe. Yeah. Once they do that, things are going to change overnight, right here. Yeah, we're going to end this reading. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here.